Thank you, viewers, once again. Welcome to my video today. And I want to thank you for being back once again. Today, we have a good idea to talk about, and that is investment mentality. Somebody asked me in the comments below a few days ago that how well can I develop my investment mentality, because they have realized indeed poverty is dangerous. And of course, it is very true for you to transform yourself from the mentality of lacking, mentality of poverty, to the mentality of investment that will transform you into becoming a rich person. Needs a lot of reforms. And today I am going to talk about how do you build an investment mentality. These are facts that I've experimented in my life through my mentors, and in the near future, possibly I will also provide, as somebody asked, who are my mentors and which people can they also refer to that they can reach out and have the same idea. Of course, I can help you with that. Now, first is investment mentality means you multiply everything that you get, especially the money you get, because the key indicators for investment is you need cash, money, you need ideas, you need people, and you must be willing to multiply all of this to have you transform yourself. But first, there are 5 core toxic behaviors that you must throw away. I call them the toxic mentalities that have kept very many people, including myself, those years, which tied me up. It made me not to be able to transition quickly into investment because I was holding on to them. And that was the initial upbringing in my life, which tied me up. And many of us, we know, if you don't transform those toxic behaviors and become a person who looks into the direction of investment, then there's no way you would have developed investment mindset. And remember, poverty also is a mindset. Once you change your mindset, that's already a step forward into living poverty. And definitely, you will be into the richest avenue mindset, where your mind thinks about making money and multiplying. And for those who say money is not an important element in this world, please, I am sorry to say this. Money is a tool that is very fundamental in making sure we live a good and happy life on earth and to have an impact. Because you cannot change other people's life if you also don't have resources at one point. And the determinant of those resources is, of course, the money. Number 1 toxic mentality that you must throw away is the nomadic mentality. I hope you have heard me. Nomadic mentality. I'm sure many of you have heard about the nomadic pastoralists, people who move from one place to another. They just decide and wake up and move, regardless of whatever they have invested, whatever they have done. For them, their appetite is moving. They shift from job to job, business to business, as long as they see, so and so is making profit in Gari, now I have to go to Gari. So and so is making profit in juice. You shift from Gari business to juice. You are not stable, you are not fixed. Nomadic mentality people don't have a fixed address. They don't want to focus. They are always suspicious of what others are doing. Others are progressing this, I think I need to be there. I need to do that one also. My friend, there you are going to exhaust yourself and you would have lost focus. A key element in a rich person's life is focusing. We do focus a lot in whatever we do. We don't divert. We don't shift from one place to another. We focus on what we do. So having a nomadic mentality is very bad if you want to have an investment mindset. Don't be a nomadic. Focus. Any idea you start, focus. Some people think I have to move from relative A and stay relative B so that I can have this mind. I have to move from this county to another county, or this district to another district, to stay with another person to be able to. No. Whatever you fail to transform your life with in the locality where you are, even if you go to another one, there's a possibility that you will not, unless you throw away these toxic mentalities. The second mentality that you need to throw away is the consumer mentality. Ask yourself, since the year started, you have been buying things every day, buying other people's product. What about you? Have people bought anything made by you, even at home, produced, and you sold it? That is a consumer mentality. Little money you get, you think about spending. You have no idea about investing or even the savings. And that is very dangerous. That is a very toxic mentality that you must throw away. Throw away consumer mentality. Always have at least 30% of the income you get saved. That will help you transition into investment. Because you have heard the word, it is called investment. There is something you must have to go and do something with it. And that one starts with you beginning to save the income you have. Don't spend all. Save some. Later you come and after 3 months, you start investing the money. So consumer mentality has kept very many people poor. Even if the money is given to you by a friend, definitely you have to save. Apply the same principles. By the way, let me tell you, the principles of wealth creation and becoming rich is the same globally. There is no difference. Some of us, we have a consumer mentality because somebody else is the one paying that money. Ask yourself that question. Ask that person, why can't you give me this thing you want to give me? For example, those of us who like drinking alcohol. You go with a friend, you consume crates and crates, Guinness, Tasca, what, all this. Why don't you ask that? Why don't you convert this money and give it for me in cash? And if you want to know whether that is a true friend, who will give you that money in form of money, not in form of the drinks. But if they refuse to give you in form of money, you know that's not a good friend. You must leave them immediately, because you will not have transformed your consumer mentality. Number 3, the toxic behavior that you must throw away is entitlement mentality. Sometimes I call it the vulnerability mentality. Some people think it is other people's task that they must take care of me. Many of us are here, this story. My father and mother, they are the one who have given birth to me. I did not ask them to produce me, so they must take care of me. Even up to the age of you acquiring a certificate, a diploma, or a degree, you are still complaining that father and mother must take. Are you okay? That is a very wrong mentality. Throw it away. It will kill you and destroy you. You are shifting blame on somebody. Your laziness, you are blaming somebody. Your inability to save money, you are blaming somebody. Your inability to make your own money, blaming somebody. Your existence that they gave you, life that you are alive, you are blaming somebody. My friend, is there anything wrong with you, or you don't accept that there is nothing wrong with you? That is called entitlement mentality that you must throw away in your life. Because nobody will help you in this. Nobody will fail you without your permission. I remember talking about this thing. You must accept to be failed if you want to be failed. But if you don't accept to be failed, nobody can mislead you, can give you a wrong direction. And that is something I am telling you today to change if you want to shift into investment mentality. Entitlement mentality is very dangerous. It has killed very many people, especially fellow youth of these days. We have not been so much productive. People think somebody else must help us. If a brother helped you pay the school fees, that's enough. Wake yourself up, do something, and be another miracle for somebody else. Change the entitlement mentality. The fourth toxic mentality that you must throw away is the salary mentality. Some of us, because we were raised, go to school, get good grades, get a good job, and pay taxes, get married, and that is what has stuck in our heads. We have got our degrees, diplomas. There is no skill that we have that can help us generate a product. We want job and salary. And I've been telling very many people, I'm sure you must have heard me in some of my videos saying salary cannot transform your life if you don't use it by having an investment mentality to change your life. If you don't save part of that money, unfortunately, the majority of people who are for salary spend everything as it comes. Some even before the money comes, they're already in debt. They have loans to pay to other people. So the money doesn't stay with them. The whole month, 30 days plus, you are fasting, hungering because you did not have a good mentality. Some of us think it is government's job to take care of us. Let me warn you, no government on the earth can solve your problem. No one on this earth has ever been eradicated by a government. I don't care which part of the world where you come from, you are a witness to this. Whether you're in Africa, whether you're in Australia, whether you're in the US, South America, or whether you're in Asia, no government can solve our problems. No government can solve your problems. Shift from the salary mentality. At least you can have part of the money. You go into income mentality by savings. That's the easiest way. Let me ask you, if you're able to save even $50, multiply 50 by 12 months in a year, good money, you already know the figure. You would have not had that money if you did not discipline yourself to save. And that's already a step forward to transforming the salary mentality. So that once the job ends, you're able to start something of your own. Some of us, we think, my employer is responsible to ensure I live a life, I take care of my family, and that's why when your contract is ended or they write you are not performing well in your performance appraisal, you are there complaining. Oh, my village people. Who is the village people focusing on you? It is you yourself who is the problem. Nobody is a problem for you, my friend. So please change that mentality. Throw away the idea of saying somebody is responsible to take care of me. Transform from salary mentality to income mentality. Once you enter into income mentality, you're ready to investment. And that salary mentality can be transformed by savings, reaching out to people who have successfully transitioned from that stage. You can reach out to me, I can help you out. That is a step forward. That's why I'm making this video, so that your life can change. It is simple and brief, but it needs commitment. The fifth mentality, which is toxic, you must throw away in your life if you want to enter into investment mentality. I want to repeat it. The fifth one is materialism. The materialistic mentality. Some of us think every time the money I've got, I need to buy a new shoes every month, new clothes, a new hair, new one, new vehicle. Some of us, we have wasted money. And even, unfortunately, you don't get happiness with all these things you have possessed. Why don't you first multiply the money? Buy the luxury is a reward for an investment. You're supposed to buy yourself luxury after investing in a certain business or buying a certain asset that is able to generate money, and you are able to use the return, what we call the profit from that business, to help you move forward. Because if you are unable to start a business or buy a real asset that generates money, how do you reward yourself? You are already spending your future. Buy materialistic, each money you get in a month, whether it's salary, whether it's an income in a business, you are both spending three things: your past, your present, and your future. The past is, there are some loans you borrowed, you have already used the money, you must pay that past. The present is what you are buying now to consume, the material thing. The future is you have spent all the money you did not save, and that is dangerous. Materialistic mentality has killed the people. Some of you, unfortunately, you are living a fake life. You want to impress somebody else. Why don't you invest the money? I rather advise you don't have a materialistic thing than invest. I have seen billionaires who have no house and have a lot of money. Meaning, if they wake up one day, the money can be built in just a period of maybe 2 months, and they have it. Or they can even buy in 2 weeks with processing of document. They already have. That's how people need to think. You got a job only 2 years. You have built a house and you're not living in the house. You are somewhere. Yeah. That's already a loss. Because you are not using the material. Unless you put it into a rental property, that it brings you money. There you are smart. But if you put a house and you don't stay there, unfortunately, the relatives, for them, they will sleep. If there are termites which they can remove, they still call you. Please, we need the money. Because termites have invested the house, but they are staying inside. What are they doing? Materialistic mentality. Once you throw away those 5 toxic mentalities, you are ready to transition into investment mentality, what I call the income mentality, where you're able to invest. And how do you now enter the investment mentality? One is you must eradicate, throw away, remove the 5 toxic mentalities I've talked about. The nomadic mentality, throw it away. Consumer mentality, throw it away. Entitlement mentality, throw it away. Salary mentality, throw it away. But it can help you start a process. Salary can help you start a process, but you don't need to stay on it for good. Then number 5 is the materialistic mentality that you must throw away. Once you eradicate this thing, you're already into investment mentality. Number 2, educate yourself on investment mentality. Educate yourself on what is an asset. How do I get it? Educate yourself on business. Educate yourself on marketing. Educate yourself on sales. Educate yourself on finance. These are the steps. Serious people look into things like this. You cannot transform if you don't do these things. That is why some people like covering themselves with the scripture words that blessed are the poor. God has said the poor in spirit. For you are living in another world misinterpreting things. I advise you to transform. Educate yourself, have the knowledge. Mindset can only be transformed by doing 3 things. Acquiring the right knowledge, that is number 1. And how do you acquire the right knowledge? Many of us, if you are fearing to start something and to do something on a certain thing, for example, you have a fear of maybe, can I manage and run a restaurant? Please, it means you lack knowledge, the right information. Reach out to the people who have done the restaurant, ask them, then you get the right knowledge. There, your mind will change. Number 2, second step, you can change the mindset, is associating with the right people. You stay with the fools, you remain a fool. Stay with a thief, you become a thief. This is what the scripture says. God is a man of principle, and his principles are clear for everyone, regardless of your religion. Unfortunately, religion has killed many people. The doctrines created by fellow human beings have tied many of us. We are unable to see through our window. And the majority of these people also suffering the same way you are suffering, but you have failed to rediscover yourself. Associate yourself with the right people. And with that, your mindset can change. Then the third thing is have an exposure. Internet has helped us. Books have been written. Even me, I've written books. For example, these ones. Poverty is dangerous. Why the rich teach their children money and business. This is what can help you expose your mind into the minds of the rich people, what they do. Creating wealth and living on profit. This is an investment. Making a book. It is very light and simple, summarized and brief, based on facts, not myth. Exposure is key. You can read books to get exposure. You can watch documentaries, which are very meaningful. Investment documentaries are there. You can even travel to have an exposure. Some people who are lazy in reading books, I think I advise you to travel a lot. Put more money in traveling. Buy a visa. You have a passport. You can travel to a country for 3 days. Whatever you see on their streets transform your life. You see what people are doing. That's the power of changing your mindset. If you don't like reading books, make sure you travel. If you don't like traveling, make sure you watch a lot of documentaries. Meaningful ones, not these ones where you waste your time. Other people are making money, you're watching them to make money. Many people have wasted, they got stuck on TVs every day doing nothing. The only thing they move away from the TV is to visit the toilet. Please, change your life. Today I have made the point straightforward into your face. It is a miracle that you have heard my voice. Please transform your life. And don't forget, go down here and subscribe, like, and share this video. You can save somebody's life. And please, if you want to reach out to me, please in the comment section, put your email. I'll write back to you. Put your issue that you want me to help you with. For those of you who want me to come and support you at the vicinity where you are, please let's have a discussion. You can write. Remember, my principle is, where there is my voice, there is an invoice. Please, thank you so much for watching up to this time. Have a good day.